find it like four
No,
different
it is
parts.
soul. It is directly coming from
The soul,
Ah.
consciousness itself.
Power of
It is power of consciousness.
Then it should be the same for everyone, right, Swamiji? Because consciousness is the same. It's only the mind that's different from one to the
No,
other.
it is because of our ego. My will is one type, your will is another type. The source, the power is everything same. But when it is coming out, your ego and my ego, that is why you are me and different.
That's right.
Because of our ego, the formation of ego.
Yeah, then Swamiji, then the confusion is occurring as to how will, if it is not part of the mind, it would, then it has to have some component of mind because it's not working the same way in two different individuals, right? If it's consciousness, pure consciousness aspect,
No,
it
it is
would
not
remain the
pure.
same.
No. It is not pure consciousness aspect. How it will be pure consciousness aspect?
So then where
There
does
will
it
be
come?
no any dynamic force in pure consciousness.
Yeah.
because will is part means
So
it comes from
how
the-
will is a kind of force. You know?
But it
Force
is
from
really-
where? It has to belong somewhere, right? Either it's a subtle mind or the subtle aspect or the
It
stable
will,
aspect.
it will be consciousness itself. Through ego it is working.
See what I
See, as long as the I-ness will be there, so long will be there. I-ness and will, static and dynamic aspect. So Mula Vidya and will are the opposite side of the same coin.
Mool avidya
Yes,
and will.
yes.
So when the will hooks onto a desire, how will you know that maybe that's not the good thing?
discrimination, it's intellect.
What kind of desire you are looking?
So let's say,
Rasgulla?
yeah, let's say if you want to have rasgulla,
Yeah.
and
Do you think that it is very good things
it is not,
to eat rasgulla?
it is not.
In no way it is good thing.
Mhm.
According to my health, it is not good thing. According to desire, it is not good thing. According to developing of our samaskaras is not good thing. So how it can be a good thing? It doesn't have any permanent impact on you. Only it will create just a child.
It gives joy to
A
us.
child.
It's a
Joy means
blissful
what?
thing.
Joy means it will give you more pain when you will not get it. So it is just like eating a chocolate of a child.
There are some words called prayer and shreya.
Yes.
So Maharaj, question is, what is, let's say, example of rasgulla, right? So I have discrimination, say it's not good for me, and it's good or not good, I have discrimination, it's not good for me. But in sometimes there is a weakness, that even if you know it's not good for me, you hook on to it. What is that weakness coming from? Is that
Strong desire. Experience. Now think in this way. How this sprouts desire. So Punitaji, have you completed your question? Because I am a little bit.
No, that's fine. I think I'm still kind of not 100% clear, but I'm sure it will sink in with your rest of
Okay.
your language.
So how these desires are, it has no connection with these things anyway. These are all Patanjali Yoga Sutra. But anyway, so how this desire is sprouting?
previous impression?
No, previous impression. What kind of? There are two types of impressions.
So when you, if you tasted it in past,
Yes.
there is a positive
So one is experience
experience. Right.
and another is memory. So one is memory, another is experience. Experience is more powerful than memory. So when you are hooking to the experience is so powerful. So it will drag you to that side. Because you are replicating and experiencing that taste within yourself.
So Maharaj, that case means you can have at two different points your same desire. But at one point you are hungry, that time the experience desire comes in. And the next
Not
time.
hungry, forget about hungry. Do you think, what does it mean by hunger?
No, what I'm trying to say is, at one point I desired to have rasgulla, but I was able to put my will and say, no, I'm not eat because it's not good for me. But at another point, I was able to not still stop myself and have a rasgulla. So both points, in one case I applied.
So you have applied the discrimination, and your discrimination was strong, and you won. It's very simple. But in this case, your desires are strong, so desire won. That's all. And another bad thing is that when you are fulfilling your experience or memory, whatever, it gives birth another memory, another experience. Yes.
So if will is not a part of the mind, if desire is not a part of the mind, then there must be some component of mind that is attaching the will to the desire. And so if there is no mind component that is attaching or connecting these two, then we cannot disconnect the will with our desires. So
Can you please repeat? Sorry.
So the initial starting line was that we have to disconnect our will from the desire, right? Now, as you said, will is not a part of the mind, desire is also not a part of the mind. So the only
Desire is a part of
desire is a part of mind.
Yeah.
It is through mind that the desire.
So what is mind? Mano, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. These are the four things. So the storehouse is the chitta, the mind stuff. That is the whole thing, we call it chitta.
Can I ask you later in detail?
Yes.
In the equilibrium state, is it the state where the will is not getting attached
Yes.
or will is absent?
Will is not. Will is in your hand. In the equanimity of mind, will is in your hand. Where you want to put it.
And the
But
liberator
right now, will is not in our hand. It goes automatically according to our memory or experience. Bhava vasana. It is called vasana. Bhava vasana.
and in the liberated state there is no will.
Oh no. Will is up to, I would say, subtle body. Okay, then can we proceed? Or any question? Any question or shall we proceed? Okay, good. So this is the thing. This is the impurities. According to us, these are the impurities, and there are various ways. It is not that only hooking of the desire, will, or anything else. There are various ways, various steps where we can disconnect it, where we can purify our mind. There are various ways. Various ways of purifying our mind. Now, meditation is one of the process of purification. So, many ways we have. So, we have to purify this thing. even the, you see, work, selfless work, that is also purification. Service to man or service to God, that is also purification. I am the hand, I am the instrument in the hand of God, that is also purification. So there are various ways. So purification can be made by changing our attitude. Now, next, verse number 182. So, what we are purifying our mind, it is already said. Now, this method of purifying the mind is explained. Further, it is explained. Mokshaiko saktya vishayeshu ragam nirmulya sanyasya cha sarva karma. So, mokshaiko saktya, asakta means attached or inclined. Okay. So, it is mokshaiko saktya, asaktya means towards the moksha, towards the liberation. If we are inclined, if we are connected or concentrated dedication to the desire of liberation, then vishayeshu ragam, vishayeshu means the worldly things, raga means anuraga. Always try to spell it in this way. Raga means anuraga. Raga means not angry. Raga means anuraga. Anuraga means attachment. Anuraga means attachment. So, vishayeshu ragam. So, all the attachment towards vishaya. Nirmulya. So, nirmulya means from the root. Uproot is from the root. Sannyasa cha sarva karma. Sannyasa means complete renunciation. Samyak rupena nyasa. So complete renunciation from sarva karma, all work. So those who are mokshaika asakta, those who are inclined or have concentrated dedication towards the desire of liberation, then they have to completely renounce from the vishayashu ragam, attachment of the vishaya, and then nirmula, uprooted this kind of attachment, and sannyasa sarvakarma, this kind of all kind of work. Renounce all kind of this type of work. This type means which gives birth of desire. Means sakama karma. There are two types of karma. Nishkama karma, sakama karma. So all types of sakama karma. Renounce all types of sakama karma. It is said that there are three types of karma. These three types of karma are the nishkama karma, action without desire, nitya karma, what is called obligatory work, and one is called naimittika karma. These are seasonal duties, naimittika karma. So nitya karma means sandha adi nitya karma. So every evening you have to light at the altar and do that. This is called sandhya adi. This is the nitya karma. In the morning you have to pray, in the evening you have to pray and put some light at the altar. So these are nitya karma. Every day you have to do that. And few other is naimittika karma. This special puja. These are called naimittika karma. And another is nishkama karma. And other is sakama karma. So here it is said, Sannyasa cha sarva karma means we do not have to renounce all the work. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, not a single moment you can sit without work. So here it means sakama karma, desireful work. You have to renounce all kind of motivated work. Or what Bhagavad Gita says, we do not have any attachment. We do not have any attachment with the fruits of work. Karma phala tyaga. Then in the second line it is said, sa shraddhaya means with all reverence. Yah sravanadi nishtha. Sravana adi means Sravana etc. Adi means etc. The Sravana adi means Sravana manana nididhyasana. So with Shraddha, with all kind of reverence, Sravana adi nishtha rajas sabhavam sa dhunoti buddhe. Dhunoti means discard, destroy with buddhi. So what they do, with all kind of reverence, they practice Sravana adi nishtha. With all nishtha means with all dedication, sincerity and dedication. With all sincerity and dedication, they practice this Sravana adi, and ultimately they get rid of Rajo Sabhava. So I'm sure you can remember that 2 or 3 verses, means before 2 or 3 verses, it is said why these impurities comes. Why? Because of tamas and rajas. Please check verse number. Last 2 or 3 verses. Please tell me the verse number. That because of rajas and tamas, this mind deflects.
179.
Verse number
179.
179. What it says?
He who is without discrimination and full of rajas and tamas, his mind creates bondage.
Right. Without discrimination, mind with the influence of, by the influence of rajas and tamas, binds us. So here it is said, sa shraddhaya ya sravanadi nishtu rajo sabhavam sa dhunoti buddhe. Dhunoti means destroy. So the verse says, sorry, by concentrated dedication to the desire of liberation, it is said, mokshaika saktya, if one gets rid of all attachment to the objects, vishayeshu rago nirmulya, and firmly given the Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Sravana Adi, hearing from competent teacher, etc., with faith in Brahman, he completely destroyed the rajas nature of the intellect. So, here sannyasa sarva karma doesn't mean this is the maturity. I call it maturity of spirituality, spiritual maturity. So we can do the work, but we do not become attached with that. That is the spiritual maturity. What was your question?
Just a quick question. So you talked about Rajas and Tamas creating bondage. So is that another way of saying that Rajas and Tamas is the source of building the ego?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Even Sattva also corrected. Sattva doesn't have any harmful impact, but definitely our ego is only Rajasan. So whole our nature, what is Prakriti? Prakriti means Sattva Tama Rajas. This is the Prakriti. So all the functions, all our delusions, all our ignorance, everything is nothing but the permutation combination of Sattva Tama Rajas.
But Rajas and Tamas specifically build ego more than Sattva?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the anger, ego gives us anger. What is anger? Only the function of Rajas, Tamas. So this is verse number 182. Now let us go to 183. Manomayo na opi bhavet paratma he. Adi anta vatatvat parinama abhibhavat. So Adi antavat, it is said. Adi antavat tvat. So it is Adi and antavat. It means yes, Adi means beginning and anta end. So that means it is impermanent. So Adi antavat, it is impermanent, and the impermanent things are called parinami. Means there is some parinama, end. So they are called parinama. There is some parinama, there is some end. So these have the parinama. That is why they are dukkhatmaka. So they give suffering. Dukkhatmaka. And then Vishayatva hota, and they are the object of our knowledge. So Monomaya Kosha, this is the object of Monomaya Kosha, this Monomaya. Noi Paratma Bhavet, so that cannot be the Paramatman. As it has a beginning, it has an end, that is why it is the cause of suffering, and has the parinama, has the end, and that is why it never be, and that is the object also, object of something.
And it changes.
Changes also. So it cannot be Paramatma. So all these are Drishatvaya. So they are coming as a drishya, as a scene. So it is said, the Monomaya Kosha cannot be the Paramatma. Why? As it has the beginning and the end, as it is subject to modification, as it is of the nature of suffering, as it is an object. So not a single object is Paramatma. The same question. A girl is coming to my morning class, and she is doing PhD in UC Berkeley in Western philosophy. So she comes and she asks question almost every Sunday. She asks question. Today our question, you know that, today our question was, how can we understand or realize consciousness? That was our question. Can we understand or realize consciousness?
No.
Why?
Because, because it's
One by
beyond
one.
ideas
Slowly, one by
and
one.
name and form.
It does not change. It's not an object.
It's constant in
It's
the
not an
subject.
object.
It is not an object. Our concept of knowledge is only objective knowledge. And objective means it is different from us. What knowledge we get, take the example, the knowledge of this book. What knowledge we are getting now, it is different from us. But knowledge of consciousness is not different from us. So this is not a simple knowledge.
And also consciousness is infinite, and we are trying to find out an infinity or
We cannot conceptualize the infinite.
Infinite.
Why? Because we are limited.
we are limited.
Yes. So what does it mean? That means never we can realize the consciousness.
No.
Never. So why then spirituality? We can, but this is not the knowledge that we are having in this worldly frame of reference. So this is the transcendental knowledge.
But is it okay to say you can experience consciousness?
Experience consciousness, absolutely. It is not the, you cannot know knowledge. It is only experience. And that experience also coming through vritti. But this is not objective vritti, this is not ordinary vritti. This is a special type of higher vritti. And if you ask me what kind of vritti is that, well, I cannot explain it.
At that point, it's just
That is,
silence.
as for example, this asampragya. No, this said that it is called Brahmakara vritti. It is called Brahmakara vritti. And this Brahmakara vritti doesn't give birth another vritti. And this vritti is devoid of what is called? That opposite and this Shangshaya and Viparjaya. This vritti is devoid of Shangshaya and Viparjaya. Means doubt and the opposite thoughts. Somebody was asking something? Neil was asking something? No. Okay. So that is what it is said. The seeing subject cannot be the seen subject. That is one. It is an object, and the seeing subject cannot be the seeing subject. That is the. So it never be the Paramatma. Then Vikkanamaya Kosha. So all these Manomaya Kosha. And another very important thing is that, you see, I mentioned it earlier. Please try to think. I wanted to elaborate it, but I do not have time. That whenever and which part of our body is mind present, we feel that. We are talking today something about the hunger. Hungry, he told. When we are hungry. So what does it mean by hungry? When we are in deep sleep, can you feel hunger? No. So only when your mind is connected with your stomach, then only you feel hunger. Where your mind is connecting, that is giving you the trouble. So the whole body, Swamiji said, we have to disconnect our body consciousness from our thing. But in body, the mind is the worstest thing. And another process of neglecting mind is don't give any indulgence. Don't give any importance to mind. The more we give importance to that mind, the more we think, the more we trap. Think academic things. That is called 4 types of desire coming sprout. 4 types. These types of call is the knowledge. One is Bhogavasana. One is, it is called the Prugya Bhavana or something. So Prugya Samaskara. So Prugya Samaskara is the Samaskara of learning. It doesn't create another loop. Our desirous vritti creates another loop. So it is multiply, loop after loop. Rakta Bija. The concept of Rakta Bija. In Durga Puja, we know the Rakta Bija,
Yes.
Ma Durga killed Rakta Bija. So Rakta Bija, the Rakta Bija concept.
Yes, one
Yes,
drop of
from
blood.
one drop of blood, 1,000 Rakta Bija
Soldiers.
are born. So this is desire. Actually, it signifies desire. So desire also like that. From one desire, 1,000 desires come. So don't give any indulge. The way to neglect your mind is only disregard it. That's all. Don't give importance to your mind. What you think, that is fine. Don't think too much. But definitely, the academic things, yes, you must think. Because it doesn't have any bad harm, It doesn't create bad samskaras, only create good samskaras. Any question? Mark, any question? Yeah.
Regarding verse 183,
183, yes.
we were just talking about. Again, I have Swami Prasannatmananda's book. Commentary. I find it is much better than Swami Madhavananda.
Yeah.
So would you mind if I read some of it?
Yes, no, please go on.
Okay. He's basically saying the same thing. This is the stirred sheath. Manomaya kosha.
Yeah.
it is not the Atman.
Yes.
It cannot be. Because it has a beginning and an end, while the Atman is neither a beginning nor an end. The mind undergoes change, and the Atman is changeless, so it cannot be the Atman. The mind has pain. The Atman is blissfulness itself. The mind has causes to be happy and miserable due to the objects of the senses, but the Atman has no cause for its blissfulness. It is its nature. The mind is not the seer. You can see the mind, and what is seen cannot be the seer. The Atman is the seer.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think that's well said.
Yes. Yeah. What is your question?
More of a comment. So, as it was just mentioned, the Atman is beyond knowing because it's the subject, not the object. But that reminds me, even when it comes to worldly knowledge, I remember many years ago as a student, when I was taking artificial intelligence class with Patrick Winston, the father of artificial intelligence. He was talking about education and thinking about how people learn. And he said, even when it comes to learning, you can't learn something unless you already almost know it. So even learning about worldly things is incremental. It's as if it's not so much discovering something new as it is uncovering the next step. For example, you give you something that's advanced physics where you don't understand basic physics first, you're not going to understand it at all. But if you get to that level where it's just incremental, then it's almost as if you already know it. So even when it comes to worldly knowledge,
right.
it's as if it's an uncovering.
You are right, because it is long ago the Vedic rishis, they said that knowledge you cannot find outside. Your source of knowledge is everything within you.
Yeah.
All the sources of knowledge is within you. The basic knowledge, if you can realize the Brahman, then all knowledge you can find within yourself. Now, if asked, a Brahmogyani, Sri Ramakrishna was Brahmogyani. If you would have asked Sri Ramakrishna a very critical chemical formula, do you think Sri Ramakrishna could answer? No. But in what sense he knew everything? It is because the basic things which underlying everything, that he knew. As for example, if you know this soil, you can understand everything which is made out of earth, which is made out of things. So whether it is dog, whether it is elephant, whether it is a chemical model, everything you can understand if you can understand the earth. That is the point. So he could understand the earth. So he could understand everything what is made out of earth. In that sense, we know everything. Okay. Thank you very much. So this is our last class. Yes, please. No, another question.
Ego grows or shrinks, or it is binary, it exists or it doesn't exist?
There are two types of ego. One is the I awareness. That is the main ego. From there, another ego develops. That is called egoism.
Just the right, the I awareness.
I is the right one, I-ness, and this is the tender one. So, the egoism. So, the problematic thing is egoism. But in our realization, there will be no I-ness also.
That doesn't grow or shrink. It is either there or it is not.
No. But yes, we can reduce the egoism. It is not the question of growing or shrinking, it is the question of reducing egoism. Okay, I think that today we have the last class before summer recess. So our class will resume in September. In September, do you know the date? It will be resumed on September. But in between we have two important events. One is 4th of July, that is in Berkeley. And the second one is meditation workshop that will be on 25th and 26th at San Jose. So from 10:30 to 4:30, 2 days. And 19th September, summer recess ends. 19th is Saturday. So 20th will be the next class. And then there will be the meditation workshop. In meditation workshop, those who have not attended, they only register from our website, Facebook, and our newsletters. So I request you all, please come with family, friends and acquaintances. On 4th of July, there will be the event, there will be 5 Swamis, they will speak. This year our theme is the gift of Swami Vivekananda from liberty to liberation. And one scientist, again, what is the name? Swapon Chattopadhyay. So Professor Swapon Chattopadhyay, who is the emeritus professor of physics in UC Berkeley, he is going to speak on spirituality and science, and he also worked in Sharn. So he is a very senior and respected professor. He is going to speak on spirituality and science. He is the professor of physics.
Swami, from what time to what time is the event?
Event will be from 10:30 to 4:30. In between there will be the lunch break. And there will be meditation, there will be the offering of flowers, there will be music, devotional singing, and the last event will be, and definitely there are lectures by the Swamis and by Professor, and there will be some musical event also. So the disciple of Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma will play the santoor. So
And it will be at the Berkeley Temple itself.
yes.
Okay.
So these are the event 4th of July.
On Bowditch.
And then meditation workshop. These are the 2 important things in our summer recess. So I request you all, please join with your family, friends and acquaintances. Thank you, Mark. We have a class on Thursday. I could not understand your email actually. We have a class on Thursday. So I could not understand your email actually, whether you got it or not, because I sent you that video, that recording. So as usual, just 1 second, Mark. As usual, the prasad will be served in our Puryananda hall, and I request you all.
I received the one for last week, but on Friday, I sent you another request for the, Thursday.
Yeah, you can
maybe
go.
even Saturday.
I
For the-
sent you, probably you were unable to download or unable to check that. You could not get time to check that. But
Okay,
anyway, now it is not there, now it is not available there. So,
Okay.
yeah, so,
Problem.
okay, okay. Yes, I shall.